original, in my mind, one of the original F1 guys that helped me get into it, along with Dan. John's been racing F1 for how long?
20 years.
20 years. That's awesome. And how many F1s do you currently have?
At least 20.
20. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. And have you picked one for the series yet?
Absolutely not.
Does your teammate know that?
No.
Yeah. Who is your teammate?
Andy Wallace.
Andy Wallace with Alpha Cat and Alpha Cat Property Management, I think is the name, because he's also got the track. But he's one of our big sponsors for the series. So Andy is a huge F1 fan. We text all the time about it. Really appreciate him. You guys are Team Alpine.
That's correct.
Which I'm excited about seeing those two cars line up. It's going to be awesome. So, John, the reason we've got you on is because you helped us come up with the track designs for the series.
I did.
So we wanted them inspired by real tracks, and we wanted 4 different layouts that we could redo every year, so people could be like, did you go to Monza? Did you go to Silverstone? You know, or who won at Monaco last year? Whatever. So the 4 that you picked were Suzuka,
right?
Monaco, Silverstone, and Sao Paulo.
Correct.
Brazil. So why did you pick those ones, and what was kind of some of the thought behind it? I can't unfortunately put them on the screen. I'm not that technical quite yet, but we'll do a reveal this week.
Well, I have a great love and inspiration from F1 in my life, so I wanted to emphasize good flowing tracks with a good enough technical aspect that it would be good for inexperienced drivers and still technical enough for experienced drivers, so that they can come here and enjoy themselves in a race.
Sweet. I think you did a great job. We did make some tweaks after your original ones, and we added like the pit lane and made it adjusted a little bit for our track size, but it's mostly still what you had initially come up with. So really appreciate your help on it. I'm excited. Which one are you most excited to run?
Monaco.
Yeah, me too, actually. That one looks pretty sweet. I'm excited about that. If you're here tonight, you can actually see some of the illustrations that we had done by Kermit, who is one of our sticker sponsors with his Coupe Designs. You know, so he did some body work for me as well. He painted our bodies we're going to run in the series and sticker those and posted that. So big shout out to Kermit. Yeah, we're excited about that. We're going to probably print those as banners as well, and then put them around the track. Two other things I want to talk about quick. We're doing a shortened version, to be honest, because I didn't hit stream the first time we tried this. So we did a whole 20-minute show or whatever, and then Bucky's like, yeah, that wasn't streaming. All right, so you're getting version 2. Hopefully this is way better. Just imagine how bad version 1 was. This is what they're getting version 2. 2 other things I want to talk about. We have these really nice cameras I bought, mostly for the series. I wanted to upgrade them for the track too. But I can adjust things so you can see. So we've got that main camera up there. I added a second one over at directly up above the pits, and Bucky helped me get that set up tonight. It's not fully set up and integrated with their system yet, but it's right over the pit lane. And what we're going to do is when people come into that pit lane, it's going to trigger the computer also, vMix, which is our software here, to put a little thing. It'll be up like right over John's head, roughly in this area. It'll do a little picture-in-picture, yes, and of that shot with the car coming into the pit. And then when the car goes out of the pit, then it'll shut off again. So we'll be able to see everyone going through, which is pretty cool. And if there's any drama in the pit lane, we'll be able to see it.
Just like Big Time F1.
That's our inspiration. We're pulling out all the stops. So I'm excited about that. We also have new curves that we have been messing with, and Preston's actually printing them for us. These are blue, so we got some different renditions of these, which are pretty awesome. We're going to have different colors and different options. So one of the things I'm excited about doing is at Sao Paulo. They have it yellow, white, and is it red at Sao Paulo? You know, their curbs are different colors.
The track stripes, yeah.
Yeah, the track stripes are actually different colors that are based on the flag.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about doing the same thing with these. We're gonna have them
print them in different colors.
Yeah, based on the actual F1 track that we're running. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. But yeah. So well, I appreciate you coming. We're doing a shortened version since I have you so long for this time anyway.
No
but
worries.
I appreciate your help and just your enthusiasm with the F1 RC racing scene and support for that. So I'm excited to see which chassis you pick. So is Andy, I'm sure. I think Andy's going to run his TR. I'm pretty sure.
I'll have to try them all. Yeah.
But I think he's got as many as he's maybe.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he's a big F1 guy too. So
Andy and I go way back on RC Tech.
Yeah.
When I was Little John 1064 and he was on.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's our cue from our producer. We're going to wrap up. John, I appreciate you again you coming. We're going to get going on racing tonight.
Time to race.
Yep. So the stream will continue, but our show is done. Thanks again, man. See ya.
Thanks.
Give a little bit of time. I'm going to get the heats printed out here and put on the fridge. Austin, you're going to be up first. All right, heats are coming off the printer here. I'll post them shortly. We'll get started at 7. Let's do, excuse me, 7:18, which is 5 minutes from now. You got 5 minutes. NASCAR will be first. David, Joe, Tom, and Austin. Yeah, no, there's 2 heats of everything. Every class has 2 heats tonight. let David get set up here. Yep. You're good. All right. As soon as Dave gets up here, we're going to run through our heats as fast as we can tonight, so try to be on the ball. We'll have a shorter break just so we're not here until 11 o'clock. Although we have a lot less entries tonight than we did 2 weeks ago. That was 40 entries before. I think we got 27 or something tonight. So that should make things go a little bit quicker too. We have 37 entries. So. All right. We'll get David checked in here and let him take a lap. And I need my marshals from the last race. I got you, David. It'd be Jake, Ted, and Seth. Jake, Ted, and Seth need you out here to marshal. And Dave is going to start us off, followed by Joe, Tom, and Austin. All right. I'm going to test the tone real quick just to make sure it comes through. This is not the actual tone. Okay. All right, David, on the tone. Joe. Look out, Tom. And Austin. Austin King coming out swinging with a 9.7 on the first lap. At 30 seconds into this one, 3 laps in. David Weir taking over the top spot. Both David and Austin on a 26.506. Joe's on a 23.19 for Tom. Of 4:10 to go. All right, 3:15 to go. David on top on a 27.5 flat. Austin on a 26.503. Joe on a 26.509. And Tom on a 23.506. 3 minutes to go, drivers. Last lap of the race so far, David, at 2:30 to down, 2:30 to go. A 10.4 for David for his fast lap. Last one was an 11.2. Austin chipping away at it here. He's down to a 27.510. But he's still 6.2 behind our leader right now. $1:30 on the clock. David on a 28.506. Austin looking at a 27.506. 26.506 for Joe. And Tom on a 24.503. Next heat, NASCAR heat number 2 should be Miles, Dan, Steve, Ben, and Thomas. Be ready to go. We're going to try to keep it about a minute and a half between heats. $50 on the clock. David still holding that top spot, 28.505. Looking at a TQ. His personal best, a 28.507. He's got that Pennzoil locked and loaded tonight. Must be that new transponder. He took the fast transponder out of the touring car. 20 seconds on the clock. David, Austin, Joe, and Tom is the order. 28 for David, 27 for Austin, 26 for Joe, 25 for Tom. 10 seconds to go. David, we are going to take it 28.504, new personal best and TQ for the day. All right, Travers. That last one should be out to Marshall. I'm going to need you to check in just a little bit here. I was on the wrong screen. There we go. This will be a 5-car race, and the next one will even them out. We had a late entry. I need Miles, Steve, and Dan to check. There we go. Wasn't he itching to get going like 20 minutes ago? He's the last one on the stand. Oh. Tom. We'll give you the excuse part. I don't know about good. Yeah? You got to check in. Make sure that transponder works or is even in the car. There you go. Ben, Miles, Steve, Dan, and Thomas will be the order. Ben on the tone. Miles, Steve, Dan, and Thomas. Ooh, Thomas making an early move there. Putting the door to Dan in turn number 1. We're a minute in already. Ben Kaminsky on top. 27.503 his pace right now. That's about 10 seconds off of our TQ at the moment. Miles Bible right there on him. 27.504 for Miles. Steve's on a 25. 23 for Thomas. 18 for Dan. Two down, 3 to go. Ben still holding that top spot now to a 28.508. Only 4 seconds off our TQ. Miles is right there on him. 28.510 for Miles. Steve is on a 26, 25 for Thomas. Dan is on a 21. We got 2:40 to go. Your leader making his way down the straightaway. Got Miles right on his tail. That how you see them on the track is how they are on the clock. Miles doing some hard swinging into the corner there. Probably a little bit of an intimidation tactic. I'm too old. I can't see where I'm going. Look out, Ben. Three down, 2 to go. Miles now to the top, 28.508. Ben on a 28.509. Steve's on a 27.509. 26.510 for Thomas. And Dan is on a 21. Just about 1 to go. Miles still holding that 28, now a 507. Ben on a 28.509. Steve on a 27.506, 26.506 for Thomas. Dan on a 22.511. Miles getting faster at the end here. His fast lap a 10.4. If I remember right, I think David hit a 10.3. 30 seconds to go. Miles down to a 28.507.4, which is still 3 seconds out of that top spot. 15 seconds to go. Ooh, that's not gonna be good for your lap time, Miles. Doing a little wall rubbing there, cost you a whole second. 11.2 that time by. Waiting on one more to finish. Miles going to finish with a 28.507, 28.513 for Ben, 27 for Steve. Thomas with a 26, and 22 for Dan. VTA is up next. Tom, Ted, Joe, and David. Ooh, she's going to keep you on schedule now. You guys got a minute. Works for the Nitro guys. If the Nitro guys can do it, on-road guys can definitely do it. All right, still need a check from Joe and David. Ooh. What happens when the countdown gets to 0? We are about to find out. What, are you ready for the next one? You're a whole race early. Yeah, 2 heats of everything. Said that at the beginning. We've figured that out. If you park in one of the corners over there, they'll drive around you as the cone. All right, everybody's checked now. Tom's going to lead us off, followed by Ted, Joe, and David. What? 2. 2 for everything tonight. 2 for everything. In case you didn't hear, 2 for everything. Yeah, you said you were going to drop in. Squeeze by. Now you're just holding us up. Just like the first race. Guy wanted to start at 7:02. All right, we're going to start off with Miles. Then Tom, Ted, Joe, and David. Miles on the tone. Ted. Joe. Tom, sorry. And David. All right. 30 seconds in. Miles on top. More of the story, be like Miles in the race, not before the race. One down, 4 to go. Miles on a 33.503. David on a 32.504. Ted on a 32.509. Joe on a 30.508. Tom on a 30.507. Miles' personal best of 36.501. He's 3 laps off that pace. Miles working his way through the center of the track in that caution cone coming down the straightaway. What did he just call? Did he? Two down, three to go. Miles on a 33.506 now. David's on a 32.506. Ted's on a 32.507. Those two cars split now by 0.5 of a second. Tom's on a 35.06. Joe's on a 35.09. 2:40 to go. Relatively clean racing in these first three heats. I mean, other than Miles. Oh, that was very nice of you. Ted let you go and then you just run into the wall like that? Jeez. Miles Bible still on a 33.506, 32.506 for David. Ted to a 32.507, now 0.8 of a second between those two cars. Tom's on a 35.03. Joe is on a 28.507. 1:40 on the clock. Next heat will be VTA heat number 2. Dan, John, Donnie, and Thomas should be ready to go. Except for Dan, because he's standing right here. And Thomas. $120 to go. Just under a minute to go. 33.507. Joe, did you have a long lap? Okay. Just making sure. It's about doubled, so I just wanted to double check. $35 seconds to go. Miles, David, Ted, Tom, and Joe is the order. 33.507 for Miles. He's miles off of his personal best. David Weir on a 32.508. Ted Burns, 32.509. Tom with a 35 flat, and Joe with a 28.509. 10 seconds on the clock. One more to finish. Yeah, everybody's done in that one. Miles Bible going to set the TQ at 33.507. We'll see what Dan, John, Donnie, and Thomas has to say about that. Look at this. This is record breaking right here. Dan had to put a battery in his car, and we still made it before 1 minute and 30 seconds. Donnie's going to start us off, followed by John, Dan, and Thomas. Donnie on the tone. John, Dan, and Thomas. It's like John and Dan are fighting it out. Dan is on the top right now on a 29.5 flat. Donnie in that 2 spot, 29.506. John on a 28.5 flat, and Thomas on a 23. We got 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Dan Nichols still holding that top spot, 29 and a 501. Donnie on a 29.506. John on a 29.507. Thomas is on 27.510. Next up, F1 heat number 1. That'll be Dave, Dan, Preston, and Brian. Dave, Dan, Preston, and Brian. $2:15 to go. Dan Nickel on a 29.5 flat now, right on that 30-lap line. Just got to tighten the screws just a bit here. 30 and a 509 now. Keep on it. 9.9 last time by. Gonna follow that up with a 10.1. Still on that 30-lap pace. Donnie hit his fast lap of the race last time by. It was a 10.042. Dan going to follow up that long one with a 9.7, his best of the race. And then a 9.9 down to a 30 and a 5.08 with 1:30 on the clock. Just about a minute to go. Dan still holding that 30 and a 5.07. Donnie now on a 29 and a 5.08 in the 2 spot. John's on a 29.508 as well. They are separated by 0.2 of a second right now. Thomas on a 29.510. He's only 0.4 back from John. So 2 through 4. Separated by just about a second and a half. 35 seconds to go. The three of them, 10.5 seconds behind Dan Nickel. Ooh, Dan with a spin out there. That's going to slow him down just a little bit. He was on a 30 and a 5.05. 20 seconds on the clock. We'll see how that changes up things a little bit. 30 and a 5:07, still a 30-lap pace. 10 seconds, drivers. Everybody's done in that one. Dan Nickel going to go 30 and a 5:07. Good enough for number 5 on the board right now. Miles Bible going to take TQ for round number 1. F1 is up next. Dave, Dan, Preston, and Brian. Drivers from that last race, out to Marshall, please. Go ahead and check them in, drivers. Oh. Is this the first time the car's been together in 2 weeks? Yeah. All right. Dave is going to start us off, followed by Dan, Preston, and Brian. Dave on the tone. Dan, Preston, and Brian.
Looks like we got marshals waiting for somebody. They're not racing, are they? Who we missing? We're missing Dan? Okay. Dan Bucky set me up. Preston's showing the lead right now, though. Fastest lap of the race is the 8.7 for Preston. Brian has a 9.8. Dave is a 10.3. Lots of racing left. Preston's setting a new fast lap with 8.5 now. It's Preston, Brian, Dave. .330 to go. Another 8.8 for Preston. He's in the 8s. Only one in the 8s right now. Preston's on a 33-lap pace. Brian on a 30, followed by Dave. 3 minutes down, or 2 minutes down, 3 to go. Preston, Brian, Dave. 8-9 for Preston, still in the eights. Brian with a 10-1. See what Dave has as he comes around. Dave with a 9-8. Preston backs that up with a 9-0. Here comes the halfway point. There it is. 2.5 to go. Next up is going to be F1 Heat 2. I have no clue who's in that. Looks like Bucky, Phil, John, and Ben, and Dave. I think David Weir, I think this is going to be his first time out at the F1. Hope he gets crushed. I need that psychological advantage in NASCAR. He's got 3 seconds on me. Obviously, he has comm drops and I don't. Showing right now, still Preston in the lead with 2 minutes to go, followed by Brian and Dave. Preston 9-2. He's not in the eighths anymore. Fall backed it up with a 9-1, slowing down a little bit. Brian with a 10-1. Dave with a 9-8. There's Preston back in the eights with 8-9. Still in a 33-lap pace. Brian's on a 30, then followed by Dave. Minute 30 to go or less. Eight for Preston. 9-0 for Preston. I don't think he only had a couple of nines, and that was low nines. Another 8-8. Brian got 11-9. David with a 9-6. Looks like Dan's back out there getting some practice in. See what he has for lap time. See if he can beat the fastest lap time. Right now he has an 8.7. The fastest lap time is an 8.5 with 40 seconds to go. Preston, Brian, Dave. 30 seconds to go. Preston's still in the eights, 8-9. Pretty darn consistent. There he finally got a 9-2, slowed down a little bit. Brian with a 10-3, Dave with a 10-2, Dan with a 9-0. 10 seconds to go, drivers. You were done when she calls your name, so everybody keep racing after the tone. Everybody's still racing. Just wait for Brian. There we go. Everybody's done winning at Preston with 33-lap pace. That could be hard to beat. I'm not touching anything. Can I grab my drink? Why do you always tell me everything at the last second? All I have to do is just sit here now. Talk smart. And I will. I can't even look good. That's what sucks. Can't even just sit here and look good. Those days are gone. Got Dave Weir, the new guy. Glad to see Ben back. Ben and Joe. Joe got a new hip. I think he only got a hip like 2-3 weeks ago. He's walking better than I am. That's bullshit. I call bullshit. Just need our marshals, please. One more marshal. Preston, you want a marshal down here? Okay. Why is it saying Vu Vang? Yep, I need whoever has Voo's transponder. Dave, you want to go by the
Drag up David.
Dave, you want to go by the loop?
Driver, number, that one?
He has to go by the loop. Dave, you want to go by the loop, please?
That was him. Drag that one up to David.
Oh, there he is.
And the bottom one is Willoughby.
Yep, I was just waiting for him to go by. There, we got it. Cool, thank you. Looks like we got our marshals. It's going to be John, Ben, David, Bucky, and Phil. I think Willoughby had TQ last race, I think, something, 2 weeks ago. Okay. Everybody's ready. Everybody's looking good. Marshall's ready. Drivers, here we go. John, you're on the tone. Ben. David. Bucky. Anybody. Phil.
I think Willoughby and David are backwards. Yep, that was David that just crossed the line and John flashed.
Okay.
Just announce them backwards.
Yep. You said John and who? Ben?
Willoughby and Ware.
Okay.
Because they got dragged up. They got dragged up to the wrong ones.
Showing Bucky in the lead. Dave and John are going back and forth. John's now jumped to the lead. Bucky's in second. I'm sorry, Dave's in first. John's in third, followed by Phil and Ben. Fastest lap is by Bucky with a 9.3. I'm going to have to do a fact check on that one. Willoughby's now in second. Dave jumped to third. Already got a minute and a half down already. Still showing Bucky in the lead. I don't know why we're getting a weird sound. Is Bucky, John, Dave, Phil, and Ben. 9.2 for Bucky. John with a 9.2. Dave with a 9.3. Phil with a 9.8. Ben with a 10.1. Looks like Ben's still trying to get his F1 figured out. 2 minutes down, 3 to go, drivers. Ignore that boink sound. God, that's stupid. Bucky with a 9.2. John's in second with a 9.2. David with a 9.3. Phil with a 10.1. Ben is now on the nines. Less than half the race to go. John's now jumped in the lead with a 9.1. Bucky had a little bit slow. Bucky with a 9.2. David Weir with a 9.6. Phil with a 9.7. Two minutes to go, drivers. Bucky and John are on a 33-lap pace. Dave's on a 32. Phil's on a 30. Ben's on a 29. Preston has a 33.502. So Preston has 3 seconds on you guys, 4 seconds. Minute 30 to go, drivers. John's now with a 9.2. He's jumped to the lead. Bucky's in second with a 9.4. David with a 9.3. Still 3 seconds out of TQ. Not too far off. Minute to go, drivers. But John with a bad lap that time with a 9.6. Bucky with the worst one yet with a 13.4. David Weir the 9.9. That might put David might jumped David up a couple spots. Nope, still showing John in the lead, followed by Bucky and David, Phil, and Ben. Still 3 seconds out of TQ, which is held by Preston. Comes a tone, get ready for your name. Everybody keep racing. Your name's going to sound funny. Wait for Phil and Ben. Everybody's done that. Winning that is John, 33.505. He pretty much is on that lap pace for half the race. Bucky in second with a 32.501. David with a 32.50. Now I got to figure out how to change that. 25.5 is up next. I just got to fix it now, figure out how to fix it. You know how to fix that, John?
Well, Dave doing some digging. Probably do it between rounds.
Yeah, that sounds good. What the hell's going on?
Between races, you can actually reset it. Why is she still talking?
We're shutting the background stuff down.
I'm pretty sure it's only coming because music sounds okay. Yeah, so I think it's just what's coming from the computer.
Yeah, it is coming from the computer.
It's weird.
There we go.
Well, that sounds horrible.
Enable announcer. Turn all announcements off. Don't want that.
I don't know what that is.
Nope.
Well, we'll go to the end of the round and then we'll
I got to change names too for
reset the
two people. Sounds good. Okay. Looks like I got Seth, Dave, John, and Joe. We're missing a Marshall or two. Oh, we got Bucky. We're good. He's quick and fast, especially when he lands far forward. Got Marshalls. Okay, here we go. Drivers ready. Seth, you are on the tone. Dave, John, and Joe. Let you guys get a minute in first. Showing Seth, John, Dave and Joe. Joe, you're not checking for some reason. Now you are. Now Joe's checking. You're showing Joe in third. Seth, John, Joe, and Dave. Seth with a 9.6, John with a 9.8, Joe with a 10.9, Dave with 11.1. Fastest lap so far, Seth with a 9.3. Minute 30 down. Heads up and the straightaway. Oh, almost clear, clear. Pretty green car out there, but it looks a little loose. Just one of them, yeah. Well, green car got new hips, I heard. 3 minutes to go, drivers. Seth with a 9.5. See a John, something must have happened to Seth. Never mind, it's Joe and John. Joe's moved up to second now, breaking in those hips. So Seth, Joe, John, and Dave. That was second and third right there. The white car and green car are battling for second place. That's your leader coming up behind you, come through the infield. Now, never mind. I thought John had the white car. He has a blue car. That blue car is in second. Orange and yellow is in first. Joe Pretty Green, who just let David by. Two minutes ago, Seth with a 9.7. No, I don't know whose it is. I think it's just an empty box. Seth with a 9.3. Backed it up with a 9.4. Joe with a 10.6. John with a 9.8. David with 2 9.3s in a row. Seth is now down to a 32 lap pace, was 33. Minute 20 to go. Leader's trying to catch up. That's the blue car. That blue car is in second place. That's your leader coming up on the second place blue car. See if he lets him by. I wouldn't. Looks like Dave's starting to get some speed now. He's that white car. Ooh. Well, at least it's not a blowing speaker. You're going to have to get a cheapy speaker and plug it in the back here. No, it's coming through USB, I think. $20 seconds to go. Still showing Seth, John, Joe, and Dave. Here comes the ugly tone. You're done when you hear the tuba. Everybody keep racing. Seth is done. Dave is done. Wait for John and Joe. Wait for Joe. Joe, everybody's done. When that is Seth, the 32 lap pace. John with a 30 lap pace. Joe with a 29, followed by Dave. I need to change.
Yes, Ben, Vu, and Dan.
2 races before, there was John Willoughby and David Weir.
You're good. So 6.
F1.
Jo-
I got those two backwards.
John and Phil?
No, John and Dave.
John and Dave?
John is, those two are switched.
Okay. So David needs 1 lap. I'll need you guys to check in here in a second. I had to make some adjustments. Yes. Yep. So after those adjustments, I believe that puts David into the 2 spot for F1. Let me double check here. It does. Preston TQ, David 2. All right. Let's see. Everybody's checked in. Ben is going to lead us off, followed by Vu and Dan. Ben on the tone. Oh, there was no tone. Boop. Vu. And Dan. I guess we're all out of audio. We're going to have to restart after this one, so bear with me through this one. Still got music, though. 4:30 to go. Vu out to an early lead with a couple of 8.2s right off the bat. No one else even close. Ben's got a cut. Oh, there's an 8.3 from Ben. Picking it up now. And an 8.6 from Dan. 8.1 from Vu. He heard Ben was in the 8s, and he's determined to get down to 7 now. Got one more race after this one. Race number 9, 21.5 touring car. It'll be Jake, Seth, and Ted. Are you counting your fingers there, Joe? Do you got them all? .310 to go. Vu on a 37.503. Ben on a 36. Dan on a 32. .245 to go, 2:15 down. Vu on a 37 now, 5:06. His fast lap of the race, an 8:0. Getting really close to the 7:9 lap time. Last one was an 8:3. Before that, with an 8:1. Going to follow it up with an 8:1. Just got to get a little bit closer to this sweeper here, and I think you could do it. You're still 2 feet off the boards. Closer even yet, Vu. You can do it. Sneak in there. 8 8-2 that time by. 1:55 to go. Vu on a 37.505. His personal best of 40. I'm guessing there was a lot of traction that night. $120 on the clock. Vu 37.506. Ben 35.501. Dan 33.5 flat. 45 seconds on the clock. Vu still on a 37.506. Hasn't gotten an 8-1 in about 10 laps now. Down to an 8-3 last time, 8-3 before that. Oh, I take that back. 8-1 4 laps ago, but that's the only one. 8-2 that time. Dan by with an 8-5. Dan, you've got a couple of really long laps. I hope that's okay. Right, that's what they all say. Oh, somebody forgot to hit record. The time is up. It's just after time left. Keep going till I tell you you're done. Ben is done. Dan is done, and Vu is done. Vu going to take it 37.506. I'm going to add a couple laps here to Dan because he owns the place. Next up, Jake, Ted, and Seth. All right, let's see here. Look at Dan's laps. Ask them for the. You want me to ask them if they want a second round? I'm sure they do. 21-5 guys. Do you guys want to be all together for the second round? Do you want 6 cars in a heat? Yes or no? Show of hands. I heard one yes. All right. All right. Looks like we're. See, they don't. Miles, I guess you don't know. Just yeah. Give me just a second here. I'm still making some adjustments to Dan. Let's see here. 1, 2. Oh, Dan's going to get 3 laps in that last race. That puts Dan on a 35.503. Still behind Ben, but $37.506. All right. Jake, followed by Ted and Seth. On your name. Jake. Ted. And Seth. I'm not sure what happened to the audio, but we're going to restart here after this one and See if it comes back. We still got music, so I know it's not the whole system. It's probably just the computer. I think it is just live time. Yeah. And it was weird. It was like it was slowly going away. Yeah, I guess so. Should I switch it to the male voice after this? Yeah. That's not right. That's not socially acceptable anymore. That's funny because before the race, we even turned the volume down. 1 down, 4 to go. Ted on a 36.506, looking at the number 2 right now. Seth is on a 35.505, and Jake's on a 34.504. $145 down, $315 to go. Ted is on a 36.504 now. That is about, now a 505. That's less than a lap behind Vu. It's about 8 seconds behind Vu at the moment. $230 down, $230 to go. Ted on a 36.504, chipping away at it. That is down to 6 seconds behind Vu. Ted rocking that orange and silver coming down the straightaway. Seth on a 35.505. Jake is on a 34.501. Those noises you hear are Miles' Bible. What they are, I don't know. He may be tired. Yeah, okay. If that's what it takes to get you to drive an F1 car. 135 to go. Good. I mean, you already chased me out of NASCAR. Yeah. As soon as you started messing with modifying those motors, I was like, nope, not going to do this. Probably took about half the car weight out of it, too. Do you have a car that makes weight? 4 down, 1 to go. Ted on a 36.505. Seth is on a 35.508. 34.501 for Jake. .20 seconds on the clock. Watch coming onto the straightaway. Jake is parked. That's the time. Drivers, keep going till I call you done. Jake is done. Ted is done. Seth is done. Ted gonna take it 36,505. Gonna put him on the number 2 spot. Vu is gonna take the TQ for round number 1. All right, I'm gonna restart the computer here really quick, and then I'll set up round 2. There will be a resort, so we'll check the heats. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna test some stuff here. I gotta take care of some other stuff at the second. Hold on.